In the last one, I talked about how there are issues with tanks interacting with other vehicles that cause glitches to occur. In this one, we will be talking about how vehicles can have trouble interacting with buildings, such as this bunker. It's a normal looking bunker. However, this weird little port for a gun that is not actually a functional, it's just a aesthetic design, causes the front of the vehicle to somewhat get stuck. And as you can see from right there, it for some reason gives it extra momentum, which will fling it backwards. And just like with the tank glitches, the consistency of how often it will work and the result of it is very different and changes from attempt to attempt. And this glitch only works with this vehicle, which is called the EBR 105. And as you can see, it can be rather extreme when it decides to have something occur. And now for the rest of this battle, I had to sit on my side until either the time ran out, or in this situation, as you see up at the top, the other team captured the base. And now in this clip, I am in a tank called the ELC Even 90. It is the third smallest tank in the game. And as you can see, as I'm showing off right here and displaying, they normally like to, instead of just using invisible walls to block off areas where they don't want you to go, they would much rather use an aesthetic design, such as you saw there, those crates, the shipping containers, or such as like right here, where they put an invisible wall in line with something such as like a guardrail for a house, where you can't turn, you can't get in there, because they don't really want you getting over there. However, sometimes they miss a spot, such as right here. This only works with the small tanks that are allowed to get in here, which is only 4 tanks in the game that are skinny enough to get in here. This area is normally not reachable, and because of that, because they didn't expect tanks to get here, they didn't put in invisible walls here, meaning that there is nearly limitless areas. As you can see, from right here, I am in between 2 mountains of ice, and behind all of that, I cannot get hurt if there were enemies trying to attack me. I would be 100% immune. As well as, because they're not expecting someone to come in here, they don't block off all of the little texture errors, so you can just drive underneath things, such as right here. And as you'll see when I go into sniper mode in a few seconds, underneath this flooring, what I'm driving on, is not completed textures. As you can see, the texture is more of just a solid color, as well as like polygon-shaped cuts in texture, so it's not really refined, as you'd expect of a high-quality game, which allows for some very entertaining things to happen. However, getting out of here can be a little bit of a pain if you do not know where to enter and exit, because you can actually get your tank stuck in here. That right there is an example of them not preparing for people to find glitches. And now I still do not know why they decided to do this for aesthetic design, but as you can see right here what I'm looking at, there is that wooden grate there. But for some reason, on the other side of this incline, they did not put the wooden grate there. My thought is for it's an aesthetic of a damaged battle-hit city, but that's the only thing I can think of. And again, because they did not expect tanks to be able to get in here, there's no hitbox here, so you can just drive right in here without any issues. Which I still find to be very, very entertaining and very, very, very silly. And as you can see, there is a lot more area down here than you would actually expect there to be. I go down there later. Unfortunately, I did not have time in this video to show the clip of it, but down there is not much more other than just getting stuck inside some logs. But as you can see, you can also get out super easily without any issues. And now, even though, because they like to reuse textures and building mechanics, even though that's why, even though this is not an area you're supposed to be able to go to, the physics still work relatively correct. Just as an example, this building can still be destroyed, and I can fall into it and easily get stuck, which can be rather problematic. So I had to, again, wait for the end of the battle. And this last clip here is a wheeled vehicle, the AMD 178B, going up the side of a mountain like Spider-Man. Sorry, side of a building like Spider-Man, because reasons. Don't ask me why this happens. I don't know. But thank you for watching.